Salve galera, beleza? Sou o Lucas do canal Mundo RPG, sejam bem-vindos. E galera, estamos aqui hoje com esse que foi o meu jogo do ano aqui no coração, Final Fantasy XVI. E hoje vamos jogar a DLC, já está disponível aqui, Ecos dos Caídos, Echoes of the Fallen, já está disponível aqui pra gente, galera. Vamos lá. Eu tive que fazer duas missões de pré-requisitos aqui com o Joshua. E tem que ter liberado, claro, a origem, né? Pra gente conseguir fazer iniciar a DLC. Equipamentos. Equipamentos, a câmera vai atrapalhar um pouco aqui. Mas eu tô com a última weapon ali, ó, como vocês estão vendo. A última weapon. Com a skin da espada do Cloud, galera. A Buster Sword, como vocês estão observando. Então é isso, a gente agora pode mudar as skins das armas, né? Claro que eu ficaria com a Buster Sword, mas na verdade eu tô com a última weapon. E tô com a roupa nova que a gente ganhou naquela atualização, tanto pro Clive como pra Ambrosia, Jill e Joshua. Eles estão com as roupas da atualização. E é isso, e é nesse modo que a gente vai. Cadê? Tô no nível 81, como vocês podem ver. Estou usando aqui a Shiva, Odin e Bahamut com os poderes do Bahamut, Odin, um do Titan aqui, um da Garuda que eu gosto muito e o próprio da Shiva aqui. Então é isso, faz um tempinho que eu não jogo, então tô meio enferrujado, então desde já me desculpem se eu apanhar um pouquinho, beleza? Vamos lá. Ah tá, o Torgalzinho tá com a skin dele também, olha o Torgalzinho, galera, tá com a skin dele também brabíssima. Lembrando que para mudar as skins é aqui, né? A gente consegue aqui na Pedra de Areté mudar. É isso. Vamos iniciar DLC Echoes of the Fallen. Falar com Sharon. Ecos dos Decaídos. Quero muito saber essa história, gente.
Don't know. But yes, something's come to my attention.
Continue.
Go on.
It's probably quicker if I just show you. Here.
Some sort of crystal. Though, I don't remember seeing one that color before.
Aye, well, that makes two of us. In all my long years of trading, both over and under the counter, I've never seen anything quite like it. They're calling them dusk crystals, on account of colour.
I see. And they can be used to cast magics.
That they can. Just like their brighter, shinier cousins. Difference is, they don't last as long. After a couple of goes lighting your pie, they crumble away to nothing. That's how I heard about them. From crystal traders moaning that someone's been flooding the market with dodgy goods. And after asking the right people the right questions, and paying the right price, of course, I managed to get my hands on a sample.
I see why you're perturbed.
Ok.
Do you feel that, Clive?
Yes.
Como assim? Sentiu? Tá tremendo o lugar, pô. Lógico que ele sentiu. Ele e todo mundo, né? Fiquei na dúvida de onde vai ser a DLC, porque a do Leviatã eu sei que vai ser em outro lugar. Agora essa, não faço ideia. Vamos ver agora, né? Será que em alguma ruína? Opa. Fronteiras Imperiais. Fronteiras Imperiais.
All right, lads, that'll do for today. I said that'll do for today.
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
Let's get this lot back to town, fill our purses and then our bellies.
Galera tá saqueando os cristais.
What did you two do now?
Um bando de ladrão safado.
Please tell us you bought another lantern.
Stay calm, both of you. Who needs a lantern when you've got one of these?
É tipo o truque do Joshua com foguinho, né?
All that work for a single spark.
Vai dar ruim, hein?
There'll be no more sampling the merchandise today.
That sounded close, Chief. Really close. Really, really close.
Now, lads, what am I always telling you? Good things come to those who run.
Wait for us, Chief!
Uou, quem é? Echoes of the Fallen. Os ecos dos caídos. Todo mundo ficou na dúvida, né? Quem eram os caídos, o que aconteceu? Vamos ver se explica nessa DLC.
Me neither. But then I'd never seen skies like these till a few moons ago. Come to think of it, the first anyone ever heard of these dust crystals was after you.
Do you think the two things are
Who knows? Could just be that with Drake's tail gone, the black market was running short of the good stuff. The Dominion's mines were the only source of new shards left in Storm after a certain evil outlaw and with the price of decent crystals going through the roof, traders turned to dealing in stuff.
The question is, who's selling these crystals and where? Wait. This color.
A origem.
No, that wouldn't make sense. I saw it form in the sky, and that was long after we returned. But if they didn't come from Origin or any of the other mother crystals, then...
That you missed one. Aye. That were...
I'll speak with Joshua. If you're right about this, we need
Outro
to find it.
cristal mate, vai ser isso mesmo?
On account of which, get him to give it a once-over.
Right.
And I expect you'll be wanting
Right again. Let me go and find Joshua, and we'll meet you in the shelves.
Tá bom. Então temos a suspeita de... Opa! Ah, ganhamos um troféuzinho, claro. Suspeita de um novo cristal mate. Os destinos das missões e expansões Ecos dos Caídos serão indicados com cristalzinho roxo. Após aceitar a missão, os objetivos atuais serão exibidos na lista de tarefas. Beleza. E aqui, caso queira restaurar os objetivos da missão principal, beleza. Não vou querer voltar. Vamos falar com o Joshua. O Joshua e a Jill vão com a gente, né? Espero.
Joshua, we need to talk. Karen's caught wind of something.
Tá, ele vai resumir.
Aye. That is troubling, not least because the Undying made no mention of these dusk crystals in any of their recent reports.
So they weren't aware of them either.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they merely deemed them unworthy of my attention. Wrongly, I might add.
Then we'd better take her advice and consult our Hippocrates.
To the shelves, then. With our combined insight, I'm sure we'll discern something of use. Be it not.
Let's hope so.
Tá, vamos lá. Agora nos consultarmos com Apócrates. Sempre ele ajuda a gente, né? A Jill já tá aí.
I've taken the liberty of telling these two everything.
A skin da Jill, a skin dos três aí, ó. Pesada demais.
It's hard to believe such a lusterless shard could conjure much of anything. And you truly think this came from a mother crystal?
Every other shard in the twins did. Why should these dusk crystals be any different?
We know they first appeared on the black market shortly after Ultima cast Primogenesis. darkening. So might the two be connected? Could the spell have created a new mother crystal, perhaps?
What do you think, Hippocrates?
I think there may well be a connection. Yet, if we are to believe that the original mother crystals were of ultimate, no. I hazard that it was not ultimate, more specifically, our fallen forebears, whose legend holds that the fallen challenged the gods in all. It seems only reasonable that they should wish to learn the secrets of the...
So they could make their own.
Precisely. You may recall that the tale of the sins of Zemeckis begins with the colloquy of the sages, a council wherein humanity sought to uncover the last secrets of the gods before It is perfectly possible that an understanding of how to craft
among their many achievements.
Indeed. The same enlightened souls forged great and terrible weapons called the iconoclasts from a pointless conflict which served only to make its victors more confident of their right to supplant the god. And when at last they ventured to do so, the resultant imbalance in the ether is said to have been so great that the skies themselves turned, which brings us back to the matter at hand. It is my belief that these shards are the
mater de Magitech.
slumbering Magitech mother crystal, stirred to life.
There's only one way to know for sure. We track down whoever's selling them and find their source. Karen, where did you buy this one?
Down in Port Isolde when I was scratching around for... Since the Imperials buggered off and took the tariffs with them, you can find all sorts of interesting... Go and have a chat with the mercenaries guarding the gates. Your uncle's got some good lads there. Oh, and take the crystal with you. Might be your key to the underworld.
Thank you.
Ok.
Brother.
Vamos
I'm
ter
coming
que...
too.
Calma aí.
If there is another mother crystal out there and it's anything like the others, you'll need...
I was hoping you'd say that. One more time.
Tá, então vamos ter que achar quem tá vendendo, que são os caras lá, né? E... através deles achar a fonte. Vá para Porto Isolde. Tá. Vamos lá para Porto Isolde. Vamos lá. Aí os caras aí. Nossa, já acharam? Já acharam? Oxi.
What's going on here, I wonder?
Clive perdeu o cara, mano.
Indeed. Let's ask.
Perdeu o cara, mano. Beleza, vamos lá. A missão começou agora, pô.
Excuse me. Who were those men just now?
Bloody troublemakers, that's who. I chased them all the way from the gates, but they're swift as hares. Still, at least we kept the bastards out.
And what manner of strife have they been stirring up?
Hey? Are you joking?
Sorry. We've been away for a while. What's...
All right, I'll humor you. After the paltry rations the Imperials left behind dried up, folks started trading crystals out in the open. We turned a blind eye at first. Lord Byron's orders. Way he saw it, it weren't right to deny people the one thing they were all clamoring for. Dusk crystals, they're called. Ill-favored shards that crack as soon as you look at them. Not that the folk who bought them by the buck. In the end, his lordship had to step in and ban the blasted things. And we've been searching the pack of every trader who's dark...
I see. And you think the men you were pursuing might have been trading in these dusk crystal?
Why? You're in the market for some. Anyway, I wouldn't rule it out. In fact...
We might still be able to catch them.
We might.
If you are heading up that way, you want to keep your sword handy. It's more than dodgy traders plying the roads these days.
Understood. We'll be careful.
Ok. Deixou o cara escapar, Clivão.
If those men were selling dusk crystals, I think it unlikely that they will risk returning to Port Isolde.
Which means this might be our only chance of catching them.
Vamos lá, Ambrósia. Olha a skin da Ambrósia, galera. Brabíssima skin de Rosária. Skin rosariana monstruosa. Vamos lá. Não quero me meter em briga. Não por agora. Sai da frente. Já já a gente entra em umas brigas, agora não.
Where are they?
Still some distance ahead, I'd wager. They were making a good pace.
Ok. Por enquanto tudo normal.
There's another one.
Outro tremor.
Still no sign of those traders, though.
No. I just hope we haven't lost them.
These blimmin' tremors are scaring off all our customers.
The few that weren't scared off by the skies, you mean?
Perhaps one of those merchants has seen something. Forgive me, but did you happen to see 3 men in robes pass this way?
Yeah, I seen them. Poor bastards.
What do you mean?
A gang of nasty-looking brutes was on their trail.
Caught up with them just up the road. Screaming at them they were. Your crystals are your lives and all that. Only the daft buggers kept their crystals and legged it.
In which direction, out of interest?
Up that way.
Os caras estão passando e causando aí por onde eles passam.
Towards the old hill docks. If it's help they seek there, but perhaps they might find a place to hide.
Thank you.
Beleza, bora lá. Lugar pra se teleportar? Não. Nem precisava da Ambrósia, né? Mas vamos.
Away, brother.
Faster!
Turn the whole place upside down if you have to. They're here somewhere.
So the bandits haven't found them either. There's still time. I can walk from here.
Tinha um teleporte aqui, mas a gente não tava podendo usar. Eu já ia xingar, meu. Fala aí, o que você quer, irmão? Nem vou me esforçar com vocês, mano.
Don't think I can go on. I'll reach. This should be far enough.
Uhum. Clivão da massa tá aí, filhão.
Chief, they've found us.
Lascou.
Getting so a man can't even catch his fucking breath.
3 dominantes.
A word. We understand you've been selling some crystals.
And like I told your thieving mates, you're not fucking getting them. So you can take your massive sword and shove it.
I'm sure I could, but we're not thieves.
Over here. I can smell the one who shat himself. If you've got a plan, Chief. You say you're interested in the crystal trade?
Not exactly. In actual fact, we were hoping to talk about this.
Is that all? Well, then I know just how to help.
O cara tá dando um
If you're
despertão.
after the short
Ele prefere se entregar aos ladrões, é isso ou ele tá metendo louco?
Slippery little pricks. Clinkers on the ground, quick as you like. Gentlemen, you've got it all wrong. Do we look like merchants? He's the one you want. Just look at what he's got in his hand. Oh, him.
Olha que filha da mãe, mano.
I'm not.
Do let us know if you need any more help.
Nossa, mano. Tem que pegar esse cara e dar uns pau neles, hein,
You
mano.
won't get far, Clive.
No. But they'll wish they had.
É, Clive, faz se arrepender, porque maluco, até eu fiquei com raiva agora. Então toma. Escapa dessa aí. É, essa aqui também. E essa aqui. Como eu tava com saudade de jogar esse jogo, gente. Vamos encher até o 2? Fechou. Zantetsuken. Vrau. Você é louco. Esse poder aqui é... Nossa senhora. Tem pra ninguém. Avassalador. Esse poder do Odin aqui, ó. É o suco da... É o suco do poder, cara. Esse poder do Odin. Tá louco. Quem não tem isso equipado é louco.
North. Making for 3 reads at a guess.
Nossa, eu ia atrás, mano. De verdade. Os caras tiraram uma linda agora, hein?
After them. If they reach the swamps, we'll never pick up their trail.
Ambrosia, dá um help aí. Nossa, a Ambrosia tá muito estilosa, cara, de verdade. Foram pra 3 juncos, né? Fechou.
There was something odd about those 3. They seemed less like merchants and more like
Charlatans?
Sai da frente, mano. Não vou lutar não, filhão.
not amused.
Vou lutar não. Vamos ter que matar esse bicho? Não. Deixaram os cristais.
Clive, judging by the state of the ground, a lot more passed this way than our 3 charlatans.
Ixi. Será que pegaram eles?
Another group of bandits.
I doubt they'd leave this crystal behind. Regardless, we're on the right track. Let's pick up the pace.
Vamos atrás dos bandidos, é isso aí. Vamos encher os Zantetsuken?
Others rest, would they?
Pera aí.
What if they hope to pass unnoticed?
Then we'd better stick to the swamps.
Tá, mas eu não vou ficar andando aí a pé, mano. Vamos de Ambrosia.
Run like the wind.
Vamos de Ambrosia porque eu não tô a fim de ficar a pé não, mano. São eles ali? São. Olha os pilantras ali, ó. Se lascou. Clive, dá um cacete nesses mano agora.
Fuck. Persistent bastards, I'll give them that. Friends, I knew those louts were no match for you.
But of course you did. Because you know what we're capable of, don't you? Now, you deal in crystal. Dusk crystal. And we want to know where you got it. So you're going to tell us.
Let's assume for a moment that we are the merchants you're looking for. Why would we tell you where we procure our stock? What kind of shepherd leads a wolf straight to...
Are they getting worse?
Nossa.
Clive, the tower.
Acenderam as torres?
Well, that's new.
Pô, tomara que conte a história, né?
Yeah, Chief. Do you think someone else got into the tower? Quiet, you daft sot!
And what would they find there if they did?
I wouldn't know. I've never been there. Echoes, maybe? Or fallen rubbish? I really couldn't say. The entrance is sealed tight. No way in.
And how would you know that if you've never been there?
Look! Behind you! An Akashic monster!
If you think I'm going to fall for another one of your cheap tricks...
Vixe.
Clive, trouble.
What? Oh.
Não é que era mesmo?
Wait, don't you dare!
Simbora.
I don't think Martha would appreciate that thing on her doorstep.
Probably not. Let them run then.
Calma aí, vamos encher os Antetsuken, pô. Aí. Nossa, eu tenho medo de não pegar isso aqui, cara. Ainda bem que deu certo. Zantetsuken cheio, agora a gente precisa quebrar. Vamos manter ele no furacão aqui. A gente tem que quebrar agora a barra dele para ele ficar em estado stagger. Para isso, esse poder da Shiva ajuda muito. Eu nem tô vendo quais são os outros bichos ali. A estratégia é: a gente solta o poder da garuda e fica congelando ele dentro para ele não poder escapar. Opa! Aí depois usa o poder da Shiva e ele praticamente vai estar em stagger. Brabo. Agora a gente usa o poder do Odin, Zantetsuken. Depois Bahamut e enche o do Odin de novo. Não, antes do Bahamut, o do Titan. Agora o do Bahamut. Essa é a minha estratégia suprema nesse jogo. Se pá vai até matar, mas... vai matar. Senão eu ia encher de novo o Tetsuken, mas não foi nem necessário, pessoal. Não foi nem necessário.
Well, that was ill-timed.
But at least we know what was chasing the merchants.
That's twice we've saved them now.
Ok. As torres acenderam, certo? Esse cara aí tá de brincadeira já.
I don't see anyone. I've had enough of bandits and beasts, Chief. Can't we just go home? And let those thieving pricks march in and take what's ours? What's ours? Oh, no. You don't mean... The Dusk Crystals, aye. Halleck? Marnik? We're going back to that tower if it's the last thing we do. But the
Vai se
lights,
lascar.
Chief. What about the lights? First you whine about it being too dark, then you whine about it being too light. Think about how easy it'll be to mine now.
O Clive vai seguir ele, será? Oh, mano, perdi ele de vista de novo.
Do you know anything of the place?
Alas not. I have seen it labeled Sage Spire on some maps, but beyond that, the ruins are no different from any other fallen derelict. Another impenetrable relic of the past.
Not so impenetrable, apparently. Our friends plainly found a way in.
They could be living there, like we do in the Invincible.
Well, the tower is unquestionably large enough to hide 3 merchants. But is it large enough to hide what we...
A mother crystal.
It would go some way to explain why the area was among the first in Rosaria to fall to the blight.
Then it's settled. We head to East Pool and make our approach from the... To think there could have been a mother crystal here in Rosaria all this time. The wars that could have been avoided.
Eu não acho que é um...
But whatever it is, There is a good reason it has gone unnoticed for so long.
Eu não acho que é cristal mater que tem ali, cara. Acho que é alguma outra coisa. Vamos ver, né? Qual vai ser a explicação deles. Não acho que seja um cristal mater, não. A guerra poderia ter sido evitada, o Clive disse, Ah, será que vai ser naquela portinha, mano? Tinha uma portinha que no jogo principal, eu até fiquei na dúvida. Eu falei, cara, será que vai ter alguma coisa aqui? Eu tô achando que é nela, mano. Agora eu lembrei, cara. Quer ver se é nela? Ah, não. Vamos ver. Tinha uma porta que a gente não conseguia entrar aqui nessa parte no jogo.
Are those goblins? What are they doing in the Deadlands?
Oxi, goblins estranhos.
Look what they're carrying. I don't recall ever hearing of goblins using fallen relics as weapons.
Estão usando relíquias dos caídos.
Clive, remember where we are.
No magic. Right. They're even uglier up close.
Puta! Estamos sem magia, cara. Calma aí. Parou. Tá de brincadeira que vamos ter que matar na... Que merda, mano. Nossa, como é ruim lutar sem os icons, cara. Olha que merda. Nossa, lutar sem os icons é muito ruim, galera. É muito horrível, cara.
Let's hope that was the last of them.
Indeed. I'd almost forgotten what it was like to have to rely on steel alone.
Clive, Joe. You may want to see this.
Vai ser a portinha, quer ver?
What?
É isso mesmo, galera. É a portinha que não dava pra entrar. É isso mesmo. Eu ainda perguntei quando eu joguei, eu falei, meu, e essa porta aqui, o que será? Era a DLC já preparada. Olha só, cara.
It was open when I found it.
Someone was in a hurry. 3 guesses as to who.
Then this must be their way into the tower.
There's only one way to find out.
Eu sabia que era alguma coisa aqui, mano. Tá explicado. A DLC vai ser toda aí, provavelmente, né? Ecos dos Caídos. Espero que explique, né, sobre a civilização. Ó. Só resta subir. Sobre a civilização deles. Será que vai explicar? Pináculo dos Sábios. O silêncio montanhoso, espectros invernados observam das alturas, lembrando-nos de que quanto mais subimos, maior é a queda. O negócio fica bem do lado de Rosária.